live from Las Vegas at the GCA show. After 2 years of hiatus, we're back in Vegas, world's largest cardboard trade show booth. Live here in Martinsville, Indiana, live from Norwood Royal Cigars.
When you guys said, you know, we want you to come on the show once a month, I was like, dude, this is it.
Happy afternoon here from cloudy Florida.
Happy afternoon.
Happy afternoon.
Presented by Kristoff Cigars, along with Hiram Solomon Cigars, and coming to you live from the Corona Cigar Company studios. Ronnie, take it away.
Welcome to another Great Lakes Smoke Podcast show. And we got two wonderful guests tonight. Thanks again. Hey, get that watch party going. Share, put the share button, get everybody on your list to turn into this show tonight. We got some really good people. Turn on. Oh my
turn
God.
on, turn off, turn
on. And here's my share. I mean, really, you know, what can I tell you? They started it. You know what I mean?
I can't take these guys anywhere.
I know, it's terrible. Bruce, Earthling, take us away. Wow, man. Anyway, folks, again, please share the show, get the watch party going, and thank you for all the support. We got two wonderful guests coming on here shortly. But first of all, I know these guys won't let me down if I don't do this. Let's introduce ourselves because we got so many rookies checking us out. They don't know who the hell we are, so we're going to let you know who we are. I'm Ronnie Pecorini. This is Kyle Jesso.
Good evening, everyone.
Down in Florida, sitting down there, relaxed, nice warm weather, is my retired Bob, my brother.
How you doing, folks?
And the one and only, my cousin, the Chooch Master himself, Cousin Frank.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hello. Always with that deep voice.
Hello. Well, that's my over voice.
That's his Bob Pardo voice.
Bob, nobody knows who Bob Pardo
Really?
is
Nobody
anymore.
knows Bob Pardo anymore?
He's been dead for 30 years.
So what?
I mean,
Maybe Brad might know, or Bruce might know, but the young guys, he's dead, dude. Forget about it.
so what?
He was a big voice. Come on.
All right. We'll let you have it, Bob. No problem. You're retired. You can say whatever you want.
Okay.
Anyway.
No.
One thing for sure that, you know, we talked about it. He's a friend of ours, plus he's a sponsor. But obviously, if we just want to talk about the wonderful, I guess you guys can see that
Humidimeter
here.
before you
Humidimeter here.
Humidimeter.
Cigar Medics.
I like the way Ronnie set up the humidimeter so that the KO is upside down.
Upside down.
Yeah.
Well,
Ronnie,
then I'll
turn
turn
that
You got to turn it on.
Turn it on. Hey, Luigi, don't worry, buddy. We love you. Ronnie might not know exactly how to promote it, but we do. We post things and we know it's the KO by Doug Kacsir and Ishmael, who are in the wings in the green room waiting. They can't. They're biting.
I know. They're waiting to come on. They are waiting.
Biting the lip, chomping at the bit. Whatever Ronnie would say.
Well,
You know.
see, when you give the KO to Ronnie, it turns into okay.
Okay.
Okay, it is. So, yes, folks, you got
Like, okay, I'll smoke it. Thanks.
but everybody's got to get
Okay, tonight.
no. Everyone really needs to get that one. I mean, if you're
Hey, wait,
serious,
just got it.
Bob just got his. Right now, we teleported it to him.
Oh, okay.
Drop from the sky right now. Wow.
We've been working on the Beam Me Up Scotties. So, you know,
Absolutely. But Luigi's got a fantastic product, and I think anyone who's a cigar aficionado really needs to have this so they can make sure each and every smoke is right where they're at all the time in the correct
Whatever you call it.
As our good friend Gary would say here, let the kids handle the tech items, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Gary, I love you. Well, you know, but that's okay. You're right. I'll let it all to share. I mean,
Anybody who smokes a cigar
Has to
have it. You don't need to have it. You have to have it, because this really will inform you if your cigars are ready to be smoked. Plain and simple. Tells you the humidity, and you know if you're going to leave it or smoke it. That's it. Leave it in the humidor. Smoke it, man. It's
Leave
plain
it or
and simple.
smoke it. That's a good one. Hey,
Leave it or
Luigi,
smoke
use
it.
that. Leave it or smoke,
Smoke
it.
it.
We will tell you. Leave it or smoke it.
We will tell you.
Well,
Just trademark that.
Mike will tell you.
Hey, leave the cigar, take the gun. Come on, let's go.
There you go.
No, leave the gun. Take the cigar.
No.
But
Depends
anyway.
on what gun it is, though.
What's that, Bob?
Depends on what kind of gun it is. You don't want to just leave anything.
This is true. This is true. But we have a lot of people that are listening on board. Thank you very much for joining us, everyone. That's good stuff there. But we are going to be going to our sponsors here shortly. Right? We're going to go there.
You're looking at me. I don't have control.
Oh, I know
of it.
you were going for something over there. I didn't
I'm
know what you
watching
were
on
doing.
Facebook here. I'm trying to respond to some comments and stuff here.
Okay.
You know,
That's
leave the
good.
tech to the kids, as they say.
Oh,
We're going right into intermission now.
we're going right into, and when we come back, folks, none other than Ismael Olivan, R.O.C.F, and
BAMF.
and Doug Kacsir,
Kojak.
and he's going to tell you a little
Without a
story.
lollipop.
Without
the
the
lollipop.
And more hair. He's got more hair, folks. So you're going to like his hair, I promise. And we'll be back right after this.
Welcome to GTO Dominican Cigars, a boutique cigar company that artfully blends and creates some of the finest handmade puros from the Cibao Valley in the Dominican Republic. We are fourth-generation manufacturers and growers of tobacco with over 140 years of experience, offering a variety of styles, blends, and strengths. Mild, medium, medium plus, and full-bodied. We would truly consider it an honor for you to experience our cigars. Those who know smoke GTO. RnA Treasures, out of Tampa Bay, Florida. The last of a legacy. The last of an inventory of Thomas Cristiano in a warehouse where everything is aged and well kept for all your pipe and smoking needs. Loyalty, passion, courage. These are the founding principles of K by Karen Berger Cigars. The Maduro, the Habano, and the newly rated 93 by Cigar Journal Connecticut. Do yourself a favor and check out this wonderful line of cigars that come from a completely linear company from seed to your hands. It all begins at the very first climate-controlled Rodriguez Olivan cigar factory located in the Dominican Republic. Our two major brands include Don Olivan, which are boutique cigars suited for that individual who takes great pride in something unique. BAMF is our armed forces cigars, designed for that badass mother effer. Not only are you smoking a great premium cigar, a percentage of the proceeds is donated to our heroic men and women in uniform.
Little white pepper on the nose.
Back.
We're back. We're back.
We're back. And we're talking about this cigar right now.
So we got to bring the guys who are actually in charge of this.
I mean, come on, let's bring them on.
Why mess around here? Here we go.
All right,
Hello, guys. Good
How
evening.
you doing, man?
A standing ovation.
Wow.
So
There we go.
You should see the studio audience, man. We can't get them to sit down here.
throwing darts at us, actually. What's up, Ismael? How you doing, buddy? Missed you guys. Yes, Bob and Frank had the pleasure of hanging out with you two down in Florida a couple of months ago. Was it?
We miss you too, but to be honest with you, we smoke your cigars because you were not here, so you know.
Tell him the truth. You didn't even talk about him.
It was so good. So how you guys doing? Everything good?
Everything is good, man. Everything is good.
We're doing good up here in Alaska. Yeah, it's okay.
Blessed every day. Definitely blessed every day.
You guys are the smart one. Florida and Texas. Good weather. Good weather.
It's a little kind of hot, though. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
Today was another beautiful day.
Coming snow, I can tell you that. So how you guys been down there? How's everything going? How's the factory going, Ismael?
The factory is wonderful, 100% now going. You know that we pick up the third factory and we're moving a little small factory to the other one because it's 2 floors, a little bigger. We have different pavilions over there, and it's moving so far so good. People are happy. We're happy, getting more clients every single day. So it's couldn't be happier. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Very happy.
That's very good stuff indeed, for sure.
Absolutely.
We're going to actually go to the Doug man, Mr. Kojak himself, to tell his story of how he got involved with you and putting out the KO cigar here, which we're all smoking this evening. And we're going to have the people learn a little bit more about Kojak himself and how he came up with that name, taking it away from Telly Savalas himself. Let's dig deeper into that. Mr. Doug, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Fantastic. Appreciate it, guys. Actually, the Kojak came from my last name. It's actually pronounced Kacsir, and had a German guy when I was in the car business that couldn't say my last name without spitting. So he nicknamed me Kojak, and it stuck. So,
Okay.
that was in 1981. Ooh.
Oh, but Kojak came out earlier than that, so you don't really get the copyrights on there, but that's all right. Who loves you, baby? Who loves
There
you?
you go. There you go. There you go.
So, Doug, how did you get into the cigar industry? What brought you to Ismael?
Well, I mean, I think started doing cigars back in the Rush Limbaugh days. He was promoting Fuentes. Started off with curly heads, and moved my way up. Next thing you know, I bought a couple boxes of cigars, and then my humidor got too big or not big enough. So I ended up buying a bigger humidor, and then next thing you know, I had to buy a China hutch. And now I'm looking for something bigger. I got 3,500 plus cigars in my humidor, and it's packed full.
Wait. Say that again. Say that again.
3,500 for the
Wow. And I actually had to put them on an Excel doc so I can tell what I actually have. So.
Wow.
So now, do you have cigars that you've stored there for how long? How long have you had some of those sticks?
I've got some sticks going back at least 10 years.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Okay. All right.
So
I would imagine you're rotating this really a lot. 3,500.
Either that or
He goes and turns them.
I end up moving them quite a bit because the cabinet gets too small, and then I have to buy a bigger one, and then I transfer them over. So I use an Oasis 3.0 to keep them going. Seems to do the job.
Excellent.
So you get your own room, basically.
Just about.
Well, I'm looking at buying. I've actually looked into one of the walk-ins.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
But my wife would kill me if I did that right now. So,
Well, we'll
You know
talk
that's
her into it when you come to-
right?
my wife looked at each box of cigars at how many pair of shoes she could buy. So,
Straight off.
Okay. Well, we'll have to get her to the BCA and show her what it's all about so she can understand your passion there. I know it's 12 and 13.
well, one of the guys in, I think it was in one of the cigar deals on Facebook, turned me on to Ish, and I got some of his cigars, really liked them, and then got hooked on the Africans. And he was going to California to do an event, and he stopped by in Texas. And I took him over to my buddy's place, and he bought a bunch of cigars from him. Took him by our brewery, and we kind of traded him out some cigars for some beer. And next thing you know, I decided, I'd already bought it. I got my coin. I was handing coins out, and I said, "Man, I'd like to do my own cigar." So, of course, first person is
The coin. Show everybody the coin,
Oh, yeah.
Frank. There you go.
Hold on.
Beautiful coin.
A little closer, Frank. A little closer.
Yes, it is.
And flip it.
And if I'm not mistaken,
Oh,
Doug,
nice crack.
if you flash the coin by your house, you get a free cigar, right?
If they've got one of my coins, I made 200 of them, so that's all that's out there. I haven't given away quite all of them yet. So
No, I mean,
yeah,
They're beautiful.
if somebody came by with my coin, I'd give them a cigar.
There you go.
you know, the cool thing about Doug is, and most people know this about Doug, is his kindness and his generosity.
Generosity.
Because truly, he doesn't do this to go out and make money on his cigars.
doesn't
He
sell
actually
them.
produced these cigars for himself as a gift item for him to give to people because of his love for the industry and for cigars. What a beautiful thing that you're doing, because you know it is about giving. This industry, most people don't realize how thoughtful people are in this industry. They're always giving, hey, try this, do this, try that one.
Right.
You know, so thank you, Doug, from the bottom of our hearts for your kindness, first and foremost.
Yes.
I appreciate it. I've never sold any of my cigars. I've always given them away. If somebody messages me through one of the cigar groups, and they say they want, man, I'd like to try them. How much do you want for them? I'll just send them to them. So I can only do that for so long because I only bought 100 boxes of 10 from Ish. So
That's all?
100 boxes? 100 or 10?
100 boxes of 10.
Well, I wanted to discuss this cigar, Bob. Initially, very floral.
Soon as we took it out of the wrapper,
Has
it was
that-
like a field of flowers to me.
We love that about it, and it's got a beautiful drawer. I mean, the drawer is beautiful. Thank you,
Perfect.
Ishmael, for
Never making a bad stick.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's got that cocoa. I've got like a little bit of a cocoa.
Little cocoa, little coffee.
Yep.
But that floral note is really right there.
Mm-hmm.
Ish can give you a little more history on what he actually did for him. So
This you want to talk about?
Well, the cigar, when he told me more or less what he wanted, he liked, which I am smoking right now, the pure African. Before he didn't have just the label, it has just the banned food or whatever. So now we put the label as well. And he fell in love with the cigar. So he told me, I want something similar, but obviously not the same. That's yours. I want something for me. So we created something with the African blend. Obviously, still the Cameron wrapper and all of that, but we put the IT13 on it, and we put some of the Bruce Lee, not Bruce Lee the fighter, but it's called Bruce Lee the leaf, and it makes a lot of difference, and that's what the floral notes come from. That probably like it's a little creamier to call it like that. And the funny thing about the cigar, at first, it's not too much smoke when you're smoking.
Right.
As soon as you go about I go by quarters. People call by thirds. So imagine the first third, you will see that more smoke is coming out. When all the African cigar come out. So it's like when you play Tetris, and you try to put things together. So we play Tetris with his cigar, and more or less we got it. We got it right, I guess.
You did something.
I would
right.
say you did something right. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much of the African is still in this blend, though?
It's still quite a bit, because it has on the wrapper and it has on the filler. But I would say probably about 30. I don't know the but
I like
put it like that.
I like
the part, yes.
I don't quite understand that. Can you break that down again? How do you pronounce that?
Sure, there's parts and there's part and there's a part
I like the
I think Ish just gave you a new drop for the next time.
Yeah. We got
Well,
people
I'm a big fan of the African, of course, you know that.
Absolutely.
But this definitely takes on a complete different character from your pure African.
Yes.
Yeah, those floral notes, which obviously do not appear in the African itself, your puro.
Absolutely.
It's the whole different character. It's a completely different smoke, even though if it has the 30 E.
You can put
it in your face.
You want to. But
I like
Doug, when Ish was blending this for you, did he just send you samples one at a time or a couple, and then you said, hey, yes, I want something a little bit closer to this? What was your process during the process?
Well, like I said, I fell in love with the African. And so when I talked to him, I smoked several of his cigars, of course, and my humidor's got a number of just about everything he's got, except
Right.
for newer stuff that he's put out. And so I just told him, he knows my flavor profile. So I just trusted him to do it. I just said, hey, he goes, I know what you want. He said, I know what you like. I know what you want. So he put the blend together. And the first time I smoked it is when I got my 100 boxes.
Wow. That was the first time. And that's a lot of trust.
That is a lot of trust.
Oh yeah.
Did you want to put like 100 yet?
Really?
I've never had a bad cigar that he makes. So that's
No.
and
No. We're still trying to find one, but I don't know. After how many blends have you actually gotten written? Or what's the term? Not
What's
licensed.
registered? How many
Registered blends?
Registered, I have 440. Non-registered that it will be done by the end of May, because I'm playing with something new coming. It will be another 17, so it will be 457 blends.
Wow.
Wow,
457.
That's unbelievable.
Blends,
Fabulous,
and
buddy.
that truly is.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, because again,
Thank you.
we're still trying to find the bad one, so that we can at least say, hey, yeah, she produced at least one bad one.
But guys, remember, I have all your phone numbers and all your addresses. So you don't find one of these back.
And he was ex-military, and we don't need an ex-military with my phone number.
The only way you're going to find the best cigar from him is if you change the labels with another one.
Oh, we'll do that.
You could put an inside out label on and figure it out from there,
There you go.
I know.
There you go. Absolutely
we got a question from the audience. A new watcher, Eduardo. He's asking, and there's no stupid questions. The only stupid question is the question not asked.
There you
Is
go.
the African from Africa? Now, a
Yeah,
lot
absolutely.
of people don't know this.
Yeah, absolutely. So many people, and it's a valid question because most people, well, not most people, everyone by me so far, they say African cigar or African whatever, any name, any company, any brand, any manufacturer, and they talking only about the wrapper, mostly Cameroon.
Right.
This cigar is not just called African, it's called the Don Olivan Pure African, meaning I have two of them. It's a 50x5 I smoking, which is filler, binder, and wrapper from Cameroon alone. That's it. 100% from Cameroon. And then I have a 60x6 that it has a Cameroon wrapper, but it has Zimbabwe, Mozambique, and Ethiopia tobacco in it. So it's different ones, but everything it comes from Africa. Absolutely, yes.
That is so cool. I love the fact that you're blending all different African tobacco.
Yes.
And that
You're the only person doing that. You are the only, as far as I know.
It is one family in Mozambique that they try to put in the United States. But again, everyone wants to be, I carry your cigars, so I will do this. But they need the exported is very difficult to have. Then the imported to the United States is very difficult to have as well. And so many people, they don't want, they don't trust, but when you import something that is not from your own factory, you can like, what are you going to do? I'm going to get a stop because one guy, whatever, I'm going to lose 50 or 60,000 cigars because one guy want me to ship 100 and I don't know. So it didn't come to the United States. Somebody had it, but because they bought it over there or whatever. But so far, we are the only ones that we buy the tobacco in Africa. And now it's even easier. Remember, people don't know, but I told you when you guys came over here to Agree Smoke, we have sister factory in Zimbabwe. So for us, it's very easy right now to buy the tobacco. And we have the export license in Africa, and then we have the import license in the United States. So it's not simple per se, it's costly, but it's from point A to point A. It's not A, B, C, D to go to C. It's just from one to the other. And so we have a little upper hand per se, and we love it. I fell in love with African tobacco. And I've been saying forever it will be the next Cuban, but it will be probably better than Cuban.
Yeah.
At one point.
Yeah.
Well, I know the first time that you gave us the sample, Bob and we smoked it. And Kyle, did you get that one also? Or
Yeah,
Frank,
that
you
was
did?
like almost
a
a year ago.
It was about a
on-
year ago.
Yeah,
And
a
it
year
was
ago.
absolutely stunning.
Freaking
And
amazing.
the problem that the four of us had was we had no idea on the palate, especially these guys. We could not pick up the flavor because we never experienced leaves and product from Africa.
There's nothing to compare it to.
There was nothing to compare it to. So
Totally unique. Totally unique.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it. And believe it or not, I got kind of dizzy, myself, smoking, and you try to pick up those notes that nobody has, and you go, and all of a sudden you say, "Ooh, hold on, hold your horses, hold on a second, because it's too much nicotine. It's a 5% nicotine."
Yeah.
But like you're totally correct. It's nothing. You have to smoke a few of them to say, "Okay, I find a little of plum. It has plum flavor, a little. I find a little of this, a little of that, but it's not the typical, it's pepper, it's black pepper, green pepper, pepper. You cannot find that, So it's unique. It's unique.
Frank used the term velvety a lot. So
Velvety. I do like it. I mean,
velvety.
Absolutely.
He can't even answer. Look at him. He can't even answer.
I caught him off guard with that one.
Wow.
You caught me with my pants down.
Wow, that's the first. That's the first. Wow.
Yeah, there we go.
Wow.
See?
That's amazing. But I
was not expecting
on that.
It's good. It was good, Kyle. It was good.
No, I mean, the beauty about what you're doing, and I think having that sister factory there in Zimbabwe is giving you that flexibility, but also you're going to be able to deliver the product at a more cost-effective.
Absolutely.
Because as you were telling us before, prior, when you made the Pure African last year, you had to import the entire
the whole plant. They pulled it out of the ground, and you had to buy the dirt, stems, everything.
And you pay by the pound over there, by the kilo anyways, but you pay it by the pound. And it's funny because I say, okay, what do you want? I say, well, I buy 1,000 pounds of ligero, 2,000 pounds of seco. I say, what? No, how many plants do you want? I said, what do you mean, how many plants do I want? I'm just telling you, I want, you know, from ligero to volado, I want this many pounds. No, you don't understand how many plants you want. I say, fucking hey. What do you mean, how many plants I need? So they just say in a container, and like you said, is the dirt over there? Is it, God forbid, it has, I don't know, whatever. Spiders probably, I don't know. The good thing is everything
Rhino
is
turds on it, whatever it is. You're buying it.
Whatever is made the plant a little heavier, it will be there, guarantee you. You pay by the weight.
Exactly.
I never saw cardboard boxes that they were 27 pounds a box. Never. Wow. It's not one wall, two walls. It's like a feed 6, 7 walls. No, it's to protect the plants. To protect the plant is another 27 pounds. What's going on with you guys? But
crazy.
Now it's easier.
Can you make?
But now you're getting exactly what you want because you own the field.
Yeah. So now they go over there and say, I need imagine low quantity. No, I need I don't know, 100 pounds of this, 50 of this, 75 of that, or whatever to do just one production. And they will do it, and because they still do the same it's not harvest. It's not harvest. I call like in Spanish we have a term when you want to call it pig. We call matanzas. You just kill the pig. That's it. You don't do nothing else. So that's what they do. They just butcher the whole plant and put in a package, and that's how they ferment it, which is a good idea. You think about it. So everything has the flavors, have everything, but they don't do classification.
Right.
So when they were shipping, because I have for 2 years, but I came last year with the cigar, but we were, playing around with the plants and all of that. It was hard because it's the whole plant, and the whole plant kind of like I need water, it's fermented. So you have to spray, do everything, do classification. What is the, the seco? What is the everything? Because they give you everything, even the corona front, on top. Right. And it was very costly because you need like a dozen people just classification, do the classification, doing everything. Right. Yeah. Now it's easy. I say, guys, 50 pounds only. Boss, only 50. You mean 500? I say, no, I just want 50. Okay. They say you the 50 pounds, whatever it is,
So, Ismael, I have a question.
Sure.
From the actual farmers there, what kind of experience do they have with tobacco? I'm sure they've been growing tobacco for a long time. So what are their experience? And did they travel to Africa from places like Cuba, the Dominican, or are they just native born?
Well, the farmers, they're native born over there. They know about tobacco, how to grow tobacco. They have no clue about harvest. Obviously, they just got the whole plant. So now they're learning how to harvest and all of that. Right. They didn't know how to roll a tobacco. They only thought that tobacco was for medicine purposes, right? Because they know big smokers neither. They know you can smoke it. So what we did, in fact, before they become my sister company, the people before me, what they did is send a woman from Cuba and a man for the DR to teach 2 different styles. Then we send another 5 and 5 from Cuba and the DR to the factory. And today's day, the only thing that is supervised is for the Dominican people and a couple of Cuban people, yes, the quality control. They don't even touch and roll the cigars. It's all native from there, born and raised over there, who roll the cigars. And let me tell you, you can be impressed. These guys, they want to make a living somehow. They want to have a trade. It's not like over here, we in the United States. Today I can go and work in a bank, or go to Home Depot, or go to Burger King. That's no problem. Over there, it's not much to do. Right. So whatever they do, they want to master it. They want to be the best of the best. Right. They are super educated, super talented. They follow to the T. Even if, God forbid, you do a mistake, they will follow that mistake and say, no. It was a mistake. And they say, oh, we knew, but you're the master. No. Let's start again. So that's how good these people are.
Wow.
I love it. They came fabulous, fantastic people. Yeah.
I think that this could be a breakthrough that you pioneer. Literally, you're like Columbus on a certain level here, going out and doing something that no one's done, and also training people and getting people there, the locals, to do a craft that they've never actually done before. So
you're employing these people which never had anything.
No, I mean, it's amazing. And thank you for doing that, because a lot of people wouldn't take that chance.
Yeah.
Yes. But again, it's like the people will not take that chance. Like people will not take the chance doing the cigars I do, like the Intercontinental, Inside Out, whatever. Why? Because we all know the big 3. Right. Cuba, obviously, Dominica, and Nicaragua. Mm-hmm. Yes, we have, Salvador, Honduras, Mexico, Guatemala, but the big 3, it will be always the same 3. And the people from Nicaragua, they will just marry to Nicaraguan tobacco because it's their blood, it's their beliefs, it's the land. Same thing with Dominica, same thing with Cuba. Like I said, I'm from Spain, moved to the United States. My wife is from Trinidad. I have a Chinese dog. I have an English bully. I'm a freaking miss. What am I going to say to one? No. So I put everything together, and believe me, trust me, when you walk in the street and say, look at that kid, it's beautiful, or look at that puppy, it's beautiful puppy. It's not the same race. It's always mostly like a mix. So
Right.
why you want to be, I'm not talking racist about human beings, about a tobacco. It has to be only Nicaraguan.
Right.
It has to be only Cuban. It has to put the best of the best all together. Guess what you have? A freaking amazing cigar.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I know when we spoke, last month was it?
Yeah,
When we went to the show,
Yes.
and we were hanging out. You were telling us about all the different countries that you're bringing tobacco from.
We were shocked.
I didn't even know these other countries had tobacco. I mean, honestly, I never knew Italy had Fico.
Right. But you're using tobacco from Italy.
I mean, all these different regions that you were talking about, and I was like, oh my God, I had no clue.
Well, I want to tell you something. I went about, I would say, a month, 4 weeks, maybe 5 weeks. We went to I'm going to say the place, doesn't matter. It's a Smoke on the Water in Weston, over here in Florida. So over there was Daniel, the owner. I never met him before. And I never introduced myself, who I am, what I do, or nothing. But I was with a couple of friends that we just met over there. That was, again, that's what we do in the United States. 2 of us are from West Palm Beach, one from Fort Lauderdale, and instead to meet in the middle, we went all the way to Weston. Don't ask me why, but we went all the way there. So anyways, we went over there, smoking a couple of cigars or whatever, and I asked for the owner, and he told me, is that guy with the long hair or whatever? I said, okay, so I went over there, and I give him a couple of cigars to try. I give him my business card. I say, you don't have to do nothing. You don't have to tell me nothing. That's a present from me to you. And it was our St. Patrick's. I still have the Irishman for St. Patrick's Day and all of that.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a Solomon, with the Sun Rock and all of that. And I told him, okay, this cigar is very special. It has African tobacco and Irish tobacco. The guy looked at me and go,
Yeah, really?
do you understand?
What are you
smoking? And he told me, I've been doing this for a long time. I say, with all the parents here, I've been doing this longer than you. And yes, it's tobacco in Ireland. I said, Google it. And it was 3 or 4 people over there. And they said, Bush, man, BS. And I said, okay. The guy went, holy cow, it is. It as well. I'm telling you. I said, who the hell you think I am to go to the owner or some of the brick and mortar that knows cigar? I'm going to try to put a trick saying that is something that is not, or I don't produce. I said, here's my business card. I don't know how many times he called already. I said, okay, no worries. Now you believe me. I said, okay. But yeah, we used in Transylvania in October for Halloween. It's coming Transylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's another one. That one has a key. The Basquito. I'm talking over here, Vasco. When I talk to you,
Multi-language on top of that. How about what's the secret ingredients? Can you say a little bit about Doug's cigar? What his palate. How did you come up with Doug's cigar? Because we're all smoking, and it's a fine cigar, and people are asking a little bit about it. Can you tell us a little bit more about Doug's stuff?
Well, what I did, and he had the whole recipe of the theme. What I did is, okay, Kojak been smoking my cigars for a long time. He was buying cigars for another website before he knew I was the guy owning the cigars. Then I went to Dallas. We meet. Him, his wife, and his friends. They were awesome to me, like family. And I introduced to them my cigars. They introduced me to Gray Steak in Texas. I tell you that much. And Gray Beer. So it was kind of introducing him everything. And I know his palate. And I said, listen, I can send you some samples if you want to. No problem whatsoever. I do with everyone. And he told me, Ish, do something that you will do for your line. I said, really? Something I will do for me? No problem. I got it. So like I said, it's almost kind of like an intercontinental.
Okay.
But with more African. So it has more things. It's not everything from the DR. It's not everything. It has Nicaraguan tobacco as a matter of fact. It has a little Cuban tobacco as a matter of fact. Okay. People confuse when you say seco piloto cubano. Okay. Seco piloto cubano. Because you say Cuban is from Cuba, it could be from Nicaragua, it could be from Salvador, it could be, in this case, we use real Cuban. IT13. Best IT13 ever, it will be in Dominican Republic. African tobacco. What it will be the African tobacco, obviously for Cameroon. So I try to put all the flavors that he picked smoking several of my cigars. I said, okay, he liked this cigar. He told me that he liked it because of the creaminess. So, right. Okay. Mental note. He liked this because of the spiciness, but in the retrohale it doesn't burn.
Yes.
Mental note. I like this, so I put everything together, make one, send to the factory. I say, guys, I need 1,000. What? I say, I need 1,000. Yes, I need 1,000. That was it. That was it.
There you go.
So, and now I got kind of a future question.
Sure.
Have you and Doug thought about expanding his line at all? Because I feel like the next progression to the KO could be the TKO.
Whoa.
Wow.
An order for another 1,000.
Here on the show.
Give him a pat.
Hey, Coach.
Give him a pat. He deserves it. You close. Give him a pat. He did good. He did good.
I got this from Ismael.
I tell you something. I'm
I hear my wife in the other room now.
Another 100 boxes just for Doug. Baby.
I tell you something. I'm not surprised, but I was impressed when the people started to tell me, "Well, we heard that Kojak cigars it was made by you." I say, "Yes." Oh, he told us that, but how you did it? I say, "It's not my place to tell you how I did it. It's just ask him. He's the owner, not me." But you, the factory, I don't care. He's the owner, not me. He paid me to make them, so it's not. And I told and tell me, Kojak, if I'm lying, I said you should sell the cigars and you will be making money doing this because at least to have something back. Mm-hmm. Maybe you don't want to be like like a retail or something like that, but at least to have something back, and he will make great. This guy is like going with the Pope. He can be close to the Pope, and they will say, "Who is the guy in white close to Kojak?" He knows every single fucking guy over there. So he should be doing something like that. You know what I mean?
Kojak famous. Yeah. All right. Man from Texas.
I mean, he is well known throughout the social media platforms, socialite. He is truly well known by cigar aficionados across the country, probably across the globe, because of what he does and his knowledge, and also his challenge coins collection. He's got a collection of challenge coins like I've never seen before. I've seen him posted. I'm like, wow, look at that. So, Doug, tell us a little bit about what got you started in collecting the coins as well.
Well, I'll tell you what started it. Our brewery, we had 75 coins, challenge coins, and they only gave them out to, like, when we first opened the brewery, to certain individuals like that started out with us. And if you don't have your challenge coin and someone asks you to produce your challenge coin and you don't have it, you have to buy everybody a beer. So I thought the coin from the brewery was really cool. So I said, hey, why don't I do my own coin? So I looked into it, found a place to make one for me, and I bought 100 of them to start with because I didn't know what was going to happen. Again, I don't sell them. I just give them away. And it started a trend. I got people messaging me all the time, hey, what would it take for me to get like some of your cigars or one of your coins or whatever? And I said, just give me your address, So, I mean, I've only got so many. It's not like if
Kyle wants one. There, Doug. Kyle, he's dying for one. Send the TKO. TKO.
Well, he just ran out.
There's the
coffin.
The coffin has 2 cigars and a coin in it, and this is what I put 3 in some of them, 2 in others, and I'll send these out, and then some certain people I'll send a whole box to. Just depends on the situation. So
well, me and Bob were very lucky and fortunate.
Yes, we were.
Since we were there in person with Doug and met his wife, and Doug was great because Doug was, and Abe can tell you this, He created the very first tailgate
Yes, he did.
at the
Yes.
Great Falls.
Yes, you did.
The very first tailgate. And we joined him the day of. And he goes, next year, I'm coming with an RV.
Yeah.
But you guys have to understand, he created the first tailgate a day prior to the event because he thought it was the day prior. So he was 2 days tailgating over there.
Yeah, Honest Dave was like he did his own little was a personal show, and he went over to Doug, and there's Doug and his wife just hanging out, tailgating.
Amazing.
Nobody else, just hanging out, and he was taken back by that. So you certainly made big points with Honest Dave.
Well,
So
and as Eduardo was saying now, Doug's message box is going to explode. Everyone's going to be messaging him.
You better change your email address right away.
Brad, he said that he's smoking the second cigar, the second KO cigar. So,
hey, Doug, where can people go when they're in Texas to go to your brewery?
It's in Euless, Texas. It's called Turning Point, and there's 100% craft. The guys, the brewmaster, they make a different brew every week. And these guys must sit down. I don't know what they smoke or what they drink when they come up with the names for these beers. But if you look up Turning Point and start looking at the names on the beers, it's insane. I mean, they come up with the goofiest names you've ever seen or heard of. And it's a different blend every week. They don't have a signature beer like, everybody else does. So their Ish's got, that's going to be one of the barrel aged.
Oh, there you go.
Look at that.
And look at the name on that.
Let me look at that.
What size is that bottle?
That's a big bottle.
That's a nice bottle.
Yeah.
well, and not only that, it is 18.6 alcohol content. So
Belgian
thing,
beer.
Well, the barrel
should
aged
do
orders,
that.
they're done
believe-
in whiskey barrels. So
And
Oh,
believe me,
nice.
Now,
I
in
went
the,
over there, and I believe that they have a few more than me because I was driving all the way from Florida. Say, we have 14, and I started to kind of say, it's 17. Well, it's 17. So they give me, I don't know, a case of each of them at least. We were drinking like crazy. But this thing is, like when Grandma used to do a chocolate, with the milk and the chocolate.
Yes.
The consistency of that thing. So this thing you go like this, and it's not going glug glug glug. It's going like a bloop, bloop. I said, holy cow! I said, I usually know this though, right? I would. You drink it. This is like this. It's smooth.
Yeah.
But watch out.
But watch out.
It's velvety.
Velvety.
I got one question for Ish. So we're pushing you put the name out there with all this African blends. People are starting to recognize them, starting to enjoy them. What's going to happen if you got other cigar manufacturers that said, hey, and they start getting a hold of people over in Africa, and next thing you know, you're not going to be able to get any more tobacco.
Well, I think Ishmael bought all of Africa. They got to go to him.
He bought all the diamond mines too.
I don't care how much money people they have. It's who you know, where you from, what you have, and all of that. It's like how many people will wish to have Cuban access to Cuban tobacco access or access to Cuban tobacco.
Right.
They can't. The only people that they can is on Cuban government or people from Spain, period, nobody else, because it's 50-50, Spain and Cuba.
Right.
So, like I said, I never went to my daddy or my mom and say, mommy, daddy, I want to be a Spaniard. It just happened. So, and 50 years later, I'm here and I say, you know what? Let's utilize this. I never did it. So let's do it, So it's not as easy like you have so much money, you can have whatever you want. That's what we think. Tobacco industry, because it's so many different rules, they don't care if you poor or you're rich. You have to have the documentation, you have to have everything done right, everything favorable to you in order to get the tobacco. So they can try, and in fact, if somebody asks me, hey, can you give me 3 tons of tobacco? I say, yeah, absolutely. That's the cost. Here it is. Boom, done. I don't care. I don't care. But they will never do that. Even if it's a huge market, they will never do that. Like I said, Nicaraguans are proud to be Nicaraguans. Dominicans are proud to be Nicaraguans. Cubans are proud to be Cubans, and they will never change. It's like you give me another wine, except for today, that'll be Chile. Mostly because I don't feel like spending $20, you know, or $25 or $30 in a glass. But yeah, I'm gonna have this. But I'm from Spain. You tell me that Italian is better than Spanish, I would say, Or French, why? Because it's in my blood. So you want what is in your blood, you know? Sure. Olive oil, Spain or Italy. Obviously, I'm from Spain. What's the best olive oil? Spain. I don't want to say Italy.
You're running a very, very nice water now.
I think with that, it's a sponsor time.
Well,
the benefit
my favorite.
Here we go.
Go for the sponsors.
Cállate. No más. Sponsorship.
This industry is steeped in family and tradition. You know, there's generational stuff, and I see it over and over, and yet I didn't come from that. Being the outsider looking in, I got to ask all the silly questions, and people were very accepting to want to give me all the right answers. I'm very thankful for those people who kind of allowed me to come in. Now with Alec and Bradley in the business, to have our company become generational, that's pretty cool.
Cigar in the Bottle is 2 palate-pleasing gifts in one. A specially blended Grand Pommier XS VSOP cognac is elegantly contained in patented numbered bottles. Winner of back-to-back medals at the LA Spirits Awards, Cigar in the Bottle inventor Forbidden Johnny teams up with Vartan and Hendrik Kellner for this custom-blended Vartan Reserva cigar, well-preserved in a hand-blown glass chamber featuring Boveda 2-way humidification.
This is Phil Morgan, General Manager of Missouri Meerschaum Corncob Pipes in Washington, Missouri. Our mission since 1869 has been to produce great smoking pipes that anyone can afford. We guarantee our pipes won't be your most expensive, but they just might be the ones you smoke the most. At Missouri Meerschaum Company, we don't just sell our corncob pipes. We grow them, make them, and smoke them. Missouri Meerschaum, Washington, Missouri, since 1869.
At Norwood Royal Cigars, we have the biggest walk-in humidor in the Midwest. Our 1,500 square foot humidor is home to almost 4,000 different cigars that will meet the need of any cigar enthusiast. We have boutique blends to the more traditional selections and everything in between. From the novice beginner to the aficionado, the knowledgeable staff at NRC will find the perfect cigar for you. Located on the northwest side of Chicago, we want to be your shop for all your cigar wants and needs. As always, at Norwood Royal Cigars, light it, smoke it, love it.
Years in the making, the Chief cigar was born, blended, boxed, and released to market on June 26, 2015. This cigar was developed by former fire chief, firefighter, cigar aficionado Ken Dorbecker, and has grown into a signature Firehouse cigar line. All engines respond. Including, of course, the Chief, a Nicaraguan Habano blend, Proby, a Connecticut Shade blend, All Hands, a Maduro Mexican San Andreas box press, and the brand new Fire Pole, a beautifully crafted San Andreas Habano barber pole. Join the Chief family and make us part of your humidor.
And we're back.
Hey.
You know, I wanted to say something.
Bradley, and check it out.
There's a lot of cigars that I enjoy, but your African is on my top shelf. It really is.
Thank you, sir.
That is a cigar that it blows me away. I mean, again, nothing to compare it to because it's so unique, but it's really an outstanding smoke. I love it. What do you see as the future for that that tobacco? I mean, do you see this becoming the next rage in tobacco?
Like I said before, I've been saying this since 1994 when I was first introduced to African tobacco, and I said it's going to be the next Cuban tobacco because remember, until 1999. That is when I came to the United States. Yes, I still had this freaking accent, but it was 1999 when I came. But 1994, no,
What an accent.
1994 is the first time that I try African tobacco. So that's a few years back, or 20 years. And I say it, and I say it's gonna be amazing because not just for the tobacco on the cigars, even tobacco in cigars. As you can see, I smoke both cigars and cigars. Right. So it's to me, tobacco is tobacco. One you inhale, the other one you don't. Right. But I've been saying that for the past 20 years, and it's coming. And as a matter of fact, you have over here, Doug. You have Kojak. He want a blend similar. It's another person that he knows as well. He wants a similar blend. It's another 3 or 4 people that I doing something similar. And all of them, they have been different. Like I say, you guys know, no one of my cigars, it will taste the same. None at all. You can light 10 cigars and each one is going to be different. Even though they can have African, all of them, it will be different notes. It's totally different. And most people right now that I'm making cigars for, which is over 70 people now, they want for me to use the African blend, the African tobacco blend, the African tobacco. So it's coming fast like the movie, Fast and Furious. It's coming hard. It's coming hard.
Well, with 457 different lines, wow, that's impressive to keep coming up with a new blend all the time.
But the question on everybody's mind is, so you're smoking a cigarette, but is it with African tobacco in that cigarette?
No, this one is not, but I can make it. But I can make it.
No. Get rid of the cigarettes. Stay with the cigars. Will you? Come on. It's enjoy it better.
I go with it's way better, but I had to give, a little. I had to make my lungs work a little, not just my throat.
We have a comment from somebody out there in the land, not quite what you expected. Make a cigarillo.
Yeah.
Have you thought about that?
Mm-hmm.
I have cigarillos, but I have it, yes. Okay, one thing that people know about me, I'm not selfish. In cigarillos, I do. I make it on my house to smoke myself.
All right, there you go.
because it's a market for them. It is, but the only thing with the cigarillos, it cannot be in a bundle. It cannot be just in a little cellophane. It has to be in a box.
Yes.
Right.
And honestly, to have a box, they very cheap. Don't get me wrong. You can have a box for pennies, if not $1. That's not a problem. Is you have to cut to the same size. It's almost like if it was machine made, I would say yes, but I will never use a machine to do nothing. Everything is by hand. So one is going to be this side, like the cigars, okay? I smoke Winston's, per se. All of them, they're the same size.
Same size.
Yes.
In the cigarillo, even though you cut it to the same size, it has no press.
Yes.
So one can be a 28, one can be a 32, one can be a 29. One is no press to it. So
because they're mass produced.
And yes, so I can put 10 in the box, 20, 30, 25, 5, all depend the sizes. So that's why I don't do it, because I don't want to go to the machine thing like most people do for cigarillos. It should be just handmade and period. And that's what I do. The Ganis, the Gavilleros, call it Cheerios, the Cowboys, however you want to call it, because they just come, in packs of 5, bundles of 20, bundles of 25. Right. One can be a little thicker, fatter, the other one not. Same length. Always are going to be same length because you have to cut, the top and the end, no matter what.
Right.
But it's no press. So that's why I don't do that, because most people, and most of it in the United States, they don't look about how the taste is. We buy and we do everything with our eyes first. Yeah. So if I put you 5 cigarillos and each one of them is different, you will say, that's BS. I don't want that. Well, that's the authentic cigarillos. The other ones are machine made. So to not get to that, I do it for myself. Now, I will make something for you guys, send to you, no problem whatsoever.
One of those is labor intensive, though, is the full size cigars, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, do you make any kind of Lancero size?
I only am making now one only, It's the first time I make a cigar before the name. I always had the name in mind from BAMF, 12 gauge. Okay, I know how the 12 gauge looks. So I made a cigar looking to the 12 gauge.
Or the Moab.
356, or the Moab, or the Drinking, or the Bauer. So I do it. But this one I did, and in this one I create something that nobody did, nobody will do. One, because it's very expensive. To me now it's not that expensive. It's gonna be a barber pole, but you will not see it's a barber pole. Okay? Because it's gonna be Cameron wrapper with Arapiraca wrapper. They very similar color, similar taste, similar texture. Yes. So you go like this, you might say, "Holy cow, that's weird." But I did that just to change the flavor that you smoke. Because the Lancero, okay, like I always say, and people don't believe me, but it's how it is. You know, it's not because I know everything, because I don't. But the only cigar that is very difficult to do, and the wrapper has more of the value of the flavor than the rest of the cigars, it will be the Lancero. Because it's so thin, and when you do the wrapper, normally it's dual wrap no matter what, because you go and say, let's do it again. So in a normal cigar, a wrapper will be between 6 to 8% taste. In a Lancero, it can go all the way to 25, 30, even 35%. So I want to change the experience, not to have just the Cameroon, the Arapiraca from Brazil. That is an amazing. And I was even thinking to do, which I'm going to do no matter what, but that's not in production, this one it is. It will be the Cameroon wrapper, I will do the Arapiraca wrapper, and I will do the San Andres wrapper. So now you have Africa, you have Brazil, and you have Mexico in the wrapper. Wow. In the Lancero, which is the most flavorful of the whole leaf in the Lancero. So yeah, it's one coming, and it will be at the end of this month as well.
Oh, wow. Wow, a lot to look forward to.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, Doug, are you interested in getting another brand under your KO line? What do you think?
Oh, you got me talking now.
Well, I want to keep bringing you into the limelight here, you know?
Well, you're getting more friends now, you know?
And come out with TKO. That's an interesting concept. I like that.
Wow.
Ooh, see that?
Look at that.
I only require 10% of the proceeds.
Cigars out of That's what you
The first box, it will be signed by him and by me, just to you.
There you
go. There you go.
Oh,
well, I'm jealous.
My God. I got goosebumps.
What are some of the countries that you're getting tobacco from or thinking of at this point?
Well, I'm getting tobacco from many places. One that I'm just searching if I can have it is from, believe it or not, but in Europe is a lot of tobacco, okay? So Italy probably is the #1 producer in the whole world, believe it or not. Except that the wrapper is so tough that nobody want it. But the feel is Italy is a lot of that. But it's one place in, obviously, Transylvania, which is Romania, it has. But it's one place over there that probably is going to be hard to have now, the tobacco, and they used to have tobacco, and unfortunately they in war. It was Ukraine. I was getting to have Ukraine tobacco, but it's going to happen. I don't know. Right. I hope so. I wish so, but
well,
I don't know.
Because the Ukraine has very fertile soil. They do produce a majority of wheat there.
Well, if you think about it, all the fertilizer that we use over here, not all, but in a big percentage, it comes from Ukraine. All the cereal, it comes from Ukraine. All the seeds, it comes from Ukraine. So it's Ukraine's in the middle of Europe, and it's very fertile and it's very good. They have a nice port or whatever. That's happening what is going on right now. So I will get it. Maybe not now, maybe in 2 years, maybe in 5, maybe never. I don't know.
Hey,
but that's one place I would love to.
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl tobacco would not be good. If you wanted to glow in the dark, you do a glow in the dark cigar.
I think it lights itself, right?
Yeah, and you don't need arms, you don't need not even a mouth to smoke it. You just go.
You can call
No.
You can call that one the radioactive.
The radioactive, that would be the name of it. Yeah, I don't think it'll have big tails.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But it's so many places. People don't believe, but obviously it's places, countries that they cannot grow tobacco. For instance, it's funny. If you think about it, okay, you go to the map and you see Iceland and Greenland. Greenland is ice all over. This is snow.
Yes.
365, not 365. It's 400 days out of 365 a year. It's always snow.
I think they have one day it's called summer. That's it, right?
But it's still snow. And then you go, to Iceland, and it's beautiful and green. So I don't know. Somebody probably has a little too much. You know, they're supposed to drink Spanish. They have chili like me, and they confuse shit, and they live in differently. But I know that in Iceland, is two families trying to grow tobacco. I don't know if it happened or no, but I would like. It's the same thing as the Irish tobacco. What I like it because it's a saying, but it's the truth. Okay, for instance, you see us, and you say, "Oh, you're 50, you're 60, you're 55, whatever," and we look at our age or less. You go to Ireland, and one guy that is 40, it could look like he's 70 because of the weather conditions.
Right.
So
the
you have to
Irish
be
take a
tough.
beating.
Yeah, you have to be tough. So when you have the leaves over there, instead to be 18 all the way to 27.32 inches leaves, they may be like 11 to 13, maybe 15 if you push, and only the strong survive.
Right.
So how you think it's gonna taste that? Only the strong survive. They had to fight with the weather, with the wind, with the rain, with the snow, with everything.
With
So
the
that's
Irish themselves too. Don't forget the Irish are fighting.
yeah. So that takes like oh my god, like God, I never did drugs, but probably that one it could be compared to some drugs, I guess. I don't know, but it's very strong tobacco, but very fine. It's very rough, but on the palate it's very fine, very psychedelic per se. But it's strong. It's a strong tobacco.
That's what Joey Blanco just said. That the Irish tobacco
Blanco,
is
it's
exceptional.
Bianco. No
Yeah.
L.
Bianco.
There's no L.
I'll say it in Spanish. Bianco.
Well,
Yeah. As a matter of fact, Joey, he was the first one that tried the Irishman cigar at my house before the show. He was the first one.
Oh.
And we make a video to the Irishman, Sweeney from Ireland, and we say, minus please, go like this. What's up, fucking?
Now you can
Yeah, he did smoke the first one. Yeah.
We have another question. They want to know about does Spain have their tobacco line?
Spain. Remember one thing that most people don't know. People think that the first tobacco it came from Cuba. That's totally false. It was not. We were making cigars, not cigars, smoking cigarillos per se or whatever, over 1,000 years before Christopher Columbus. He went over there and saw the Vejique smoking the Cohiba. Vejique being the chief and Cohiba meaning the leader. Yeah. Okay. In Spain, it was over, I don't know, 1,000, 1,200 years prior to that. Spain was the first one that you smoke a cigar. Before the Mayas, Aztecas, and all of that, it was Spain.
Wow.
And right now in the Canarian Islands, they have amazing tobacco. It's very good. But it's not as much as it used to be. But yeah, you have Farias over there. You have Corona. You have Carlos. You have Jimenez. You have Rodriguez. You have Felix de Pilar. You have many people over there in Spain. Absolutely, yes. Nice. Spain makes it. Huh. Now, it's very strong tobacco. Okay, in Spain, over here you go, I don't care, to a gas station or whatever, and you buy Publix, whatever, and you buy cigarettes. And we call the blonde ones because it has the filter like this.
Right.
And we call the dark of the black ones. Or there is something called like a Davidoff it has.
Okay.
So it's the blonde and the dark in the cigarette. In a Spanish one called Ducados. I not smoke that for a bit. If you smoke one of those, it's like smoking 25 Red Bulls at once.
Oh.
So
High nicotine.
boom, 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 boom. But people smoke that like like you having a pizza. Oh, it's good, So but yeah, it's tons of tobacco in Spain, tons, a lot. Spain and Italy, between both of them, probably the number one in quantity, not quality, in growing tobacco, by far. Yeah.
But very strong.
What region in Italy is the tobacco grown? Because I never heard of that before.
Sicily?
Talking to you.
In Italy, all over Italy.
All
over. Even though Sicily, all Italy.
Okay.
You can go to Tuscany, which is a little place that people go there just to, for honeymoons and make movies.
Yeah.
It's tobacco is all over in Europe. All over in Europe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All over in Europe.
Very
But
strong.
the only thing, but remember, Europe is known for what? Wine, olive oil, oranges, fish, meat. Nobody's thinking about the cigar or cigarette or whatever. So
Beautiful women. Don't forget beautiful women.
Beautiful women. Yeah. So,
I can imagine it'd be some great tobacco grown like near Pompeii.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That volcanic soil.
Yeah.
Oh, and right near the water, right near the ocean.
one tobacco I want to try. Well, I try it, but I want to buy for me to make it. One thing is, okay, here's the deal. You can make a paella. Okay, it's a paella, it's easy, seafood or meat or whatever, a little rice. It's a paella. And no, it's not. Depends who made the paella, tastes good, tastes bad. Okay.
Yep.
So these guys, they have tons of tobacco in China, but they cannot roll a cigar to save their lives. So they can't. I want, and I did already, just waiting for this tobacco come and try that tobacco how it is. Remember, if they can grow freaking rice in a river or in a little pond with water, I can imagine the tobacco how it is, but they don't know how to roll it. They don't know how to harvest. It's just something else for them. But I would like to, I already have. I want to roll it when it comes, see how it tastes. Hopefully good. I don't know. Never try. I try cigarettes. I try some cigars and things like that. Nothing impressive, but they know rollers. They know blenders. They just pick it up and they go like like colos always. The top with the top together. The bottom with the bottom together. Well, that it doesn't work like that. Okay.
No idea. Nope.
That's how they do it. So that's what they like so much Cuban tobacco, Dominican tobacco, Nicaraguan tobacco, because they don't know how to do tobacco. They plant tobacco, beautiful leaves, but they have no blenders. So I cannot wait for this thing to come and do something with that. Because maybe it's another thing. I don't know. I never did it, so I don't know.
Ismael, what about Greece?
Greece has tobacco as well.
Yeah. I was just thinking marketing. Put get some Greece tobacco and make it the TKO. Something different for Kojak. The Greek god.
The Greek god. Sorry, guys, but Florida over here is falling asleep because the guys up north over there, they came with the name and with one ingredient in the blend. What's going on, guys?
One guy's retired and the other guy just talks all the time. So, what are you going to do? We're thinking. We got great things over here.
The
We get Kojak into another level here,
And not to first say anything, but there's a lot of great tobacco coming out of the U.S. as well.
Well, you
Absolutely.
got Pennsylvania tobacco out of the Amish country.
Sure. Yeah.
Pennsylvania broadleaf, which a lot of companies are using.
And in your backyard, Frank, The Florida
and Florida, we've got some Florida sun-grown.
Sun-grown, yeah.
So we've got that. So yes, I mean,
Well,
hey,
I mean, at one time, tobacco was like currency in this country. I mean, it was major, crop. I mean,
you got to remember,
You're right.
Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina were growing tobacco, and then when the cigarette market really took a hit here in the United States, all of those farms kind of went away. Those tobacco farms went away.
No, not a growing pot.
Yeah, they're turning.
Well, you have to go where the money
is.
A little African, a little reef. What do you think? The next one?
Hey, Bob, they call that a blunt.
Let's go to Tutti Frutti.
I know taking notes on everything we say.
Doug's thinking over there. I'm thinking.
You don't have any idea. I'm fixing to get in touch with Ish after this. We're going to come up with something.
After the show, he will call me. He'll tell, hey, you.
So Ismael, Doug, we got people asked earlier, are you guys coming up to the Boutique Cigar event up in Indiana on August 12th and 13th, only for Boutique Cigars? I think, Ismael, we talked about that in the past, but it's
I put the application, but history or whatever, so I don't know what's going on. I will go, even if it's just to walk the floor.
No, I got a table set up for you. We'll talk off the air. I got it all set up.
I will be there. And on the 27th, I will be in Colorado. It's going to be a nice one as well. So
August 27th?
Yeah, it's in Colorado.
Out in Rocky Mountain State there.
The Rocky Mountain. Yeah, it's going to be nice.
Frank and Bob, you guys are doing an event on the 23rd, correct?
We're doing a local event here on the 23rd,
which I hope we see you there
in Sanford. It's a cigar and whiskey festival, so which is going to be really nice. It's going to be pairing with whiskey and cigars. You'll have vendors. I think about 40 different vendors. So it's a small event, but it's going to be very nice for us because we can wake up and roll out of bed, and in 10 minutes we're in Sanford.
So, that's you, Frank. You wake up at 6, roll out of bed. You got retired Bob rolls out of 11. And you at 11:15. You know?
And then you got me.
I'll be there by noon.
You guys, go.
It's tough, Bob. It's tough these days, you know.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, so we'll definitely get you hooked up with that, Ismael. I'll call you.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, we'll get you all set up with a table.
I'm gonna take the whole month of August off because he sees so many events in August for some reason, which, by the way, is the month with most heat all over the country.
That's why you got to go up to Indiana. It's a little cooler than down south.
In August, it's still hot.
You have to go to
talking degrees.
There you go. It's over 90 degrees there.
Remember, I've been over here in July will be 23 years. You see my face is all red because I'm in the patio with a fan and it's still hot.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's still hot.
You like it. So what are you going to do? It's not as hot as maybe Texas, is it, Doug? Doug, you get some.
It's hotter than Texas right now.
Texas, man, we get some 80-degree weather this week, and we've had some 32-degree weather this week. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we have almost the same. We have some 90s, some 85s.
That's
right now. 83. So it's I have humidity. But anyways, I always, guys, please hydrate yourselves.
Yes.
Hydrate. Yes. I'm drinking.
We've been drinking. Don't worry.
And with that, we'll go to another break.
Cheers.
And then we'll come back. Cheers.
Cheers. And maybe what we should do is we should tell folks, hey, in our next segment, we're going to have the old smoke the huge section. And today's lucky winner. Let's go to Doug. Because I think he's kind enough to actually give away tell him, Doug. Tell him exactly what's going on.
Well, I'll give away a box of my cigars.
Look
Wow.
at
Yeah.
box.
And I know the next question.
Yes.
Will there be a coin?
Absolutely.
All right, everybody, stay tuned.
And here's the box. I'm going to hold up the box. That's what she looks like.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Nice.
What a beautiful presentation.
It is nice.
Oh, wow. All I can say is that's a lucky winner right there.
It is.
So
Absolutely.
we come back after these words.
Go for it.
Blue Smoke Atlanta is the vision of Robin Blue, founder and CEO, and represents an award-winning luxury smoking accessory line based in Atlanta and sold worldwide. Since 2019, Blue Smoke Atlanta's goal was to redefine traditional smoking accessories into a timeless collection of exquisitely handcrafted luxury products to include cigar pokers, cannabis clips, jewelry, and other awesome things. For an elevated smoking experience, visit us at www.bluesmokeatl.com.
Before you light your next cigar, be sure to check out Cigar Medics, the makers of the patent-approved humidimeter. The humidimeter is a tool designed to display the relative humidity inside your cigar. With this device, there's no more guessing. Simply insert the probes into the foot or cap of your cigar, and you can instantly know if your cigar is ready to be smoked. Buy now on cigarmedics.com and see site for other cigar accessories. With the humidimeter, you'll know when to hold them and know when to smoke them.
Experience the magic of Rockefeller Cigars today. With 11 years steeped in tradition, passion, and mystery of the leaf, Rockefeller has a cigar just for you. Be like the greatest magicians and make Rockefeller Cigars appear in your lineup with any of our 4 lines: the Nicaraguan, the Dominican Blue, the Vintage Gold, and our new LE, the Art of Magic. DAV Cigars out of New York. Decades of experience combined with true love and deep understanding of cigars result in the highest of standard of each DAV hand-rolled cigar. Howard G Cigars is a dynamic new cigar brand grown from a love for cigar culture and a respect for the artisanship behind the craft. We are a minority-owned family business based in Orlando, Florida. Our current collection delivers 3 exclusive lines: Black Moses, Magic Stick, All Pro Series, featuring Leon Searcy's signature cigar and Ike Taylor's one-of-a-kind.
You got the one-of-a-kind rankings. They got me at 89. I'm cool with that.
We are focused on evolving as a dynamic brand and bringing you new flavor-filled blends that you'll enjoy and want to share. Visit our website at www.howardgcigars.com. You can find a full list of our retail partners there too. Thank you for making us part of your humidor.
And we're back.
There we go.
Folks, get that watch party going. Share because you want to win this box. Get your friends involved.
Absolutely.
Couple quick questions before we get into the Chooch segment. Quick question is, so where exactly is the brewery, Doug? So where exactly I know you said Ulysses, but where is that?
Texas, it's off of 183 and Brown Trail, about 2 blocks south. Brown Trail off of 183.
Where in relation to like the big cities? Because I'm not too familiar with.
How about
Texas.
like Arlington?
Dallas, Arlington.
North of Arlington. Let's put it this way. Fort Worth, if you go Fort Worth like you're going to the airport, you'll run into Euless, Hurst, and that's where it's at. It's probably 5 miles, 6 miles from DFW Airport.
Oh,
really?
That's not bad at all.
All right, then you know what? We're going to be there June 10th, all 4 of us, because we're coming down for the celebrity softball game, and we're looking for places to go. So we would love to come and visit you.
Just give me a call. I'll take you guys to dinner.
Nice.
Okay, there you go. We were just coming for a hang, but dinner's even better.
and then kind of part 2 to that. Have you thought about doing like a cigar beer pairing night or anything at the brewery?
We've tried to. understand I'm not an owner in the brewery. I'm the ambassador, the guy that owns the finance company that I deal with. He's the one of the 5 owners, and so is the brewmaster, and his father is 2 of the other owners, and I just kind of became the unofficial ambassador since I've drank about 4,500 different craft beers around the world. Verified, by the way.
Well, I think that's something you need to bring to the owner's attention. Have like a cigar beer pairing night.
We already talked about that. The guys, for whatever reason, don't want to promote cigars, so I don't.
Gotta find a new place.
They
Have
smoke them outside. Can't smoke
Before we get to the chooch, Ismael, tell us a little bit about the Inside Out.
Well, the Inside Out is, again, some things happen for a reason, like it happened with the penicillin. Somebody forgot the freaking window open. It was no windows at the time, but they forgot to put the car. I don't say mildew in place and cure things. Go figure. So every night before I go to bed, I roll a cigar. Okay, most of the nights, and I always have leaves on my house. But sometimes I have so many, and sometimes I have so little that I didn't pay attention. So I was happy. My wife went to bed. It's 10:30 at night. It was a Monday night. I said, "Ooh, party! They're gonna make me cigar." So I go, and it was like a wow, 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 wow. I got 3 wrappers, 1 binder, and 1 filler. Yes, I was like that. See? And I was like, again, I was like this again. Wow, wow, wow. I said, what the hell am I gonna do? So I went for like a, ooh, you better. I went from that to like a, shit. I had 3 wrappers, a binder, and a filler. I said, what the heck am I gonna do with this? I can do nothing. Thanks God that. What, you want to be in camera? There you go.
His mouth.
Canine and better.
Steal
What's up, guys? What's up? Smoke my cigar. Smoke my cigar. Okay, no.
He's got the canine line.
There you go, the canine line. Yes.
So I go over there, and I always go over here, and I put like the YouTube. You can buy for the family, and you have the YouTube channel, and you can watch movies, listen to music, or whatever. Yeah. So I always put. I like 80s music, I like 70s, 90s, whatever. So I just put it boom and just go, like a keep going. Yeah. And I had those leaves over here, and I hear, what is love? I said, what the hell? What the hell is going on? We don't went that the guys, they couldn't do the going into the pubs or whatever, and they open one that the inside looks like the outside looks like the inside, and I have 5 leaves. I have the inside. No, I have the outside a lot.
Yeah.
Not much of the inside and not much of the nothing. I say, So I put 3 wrappers at the filler, the wrapper as a binder, and the binder as the wrapper.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Wow. And I thought you would never smoke in a million years. So, like I said before, going like a woo, I was like, please, Virgencita, let me. Let's see what happened. And it burned. I was thinking, because the wrapper is way. Imagining to say numbers. A wrapper is 1/32 of an inch. Then you have the binder is about 1/8 of an inch, and then the filler is about 1/16, something like that. So it goes. The wrapper is always the thinner, the nicer, the more wow, whatever. So I thought it's gonna be hollow. I'm gonna light the cigar and it's gonna go. The inside gone and that's it.
Right.
But it didn't. It didn't. I said, what the hell? So my bad. It was like I said 10:30. By the time I was just happy and not happy. It was like 11 something at night. And I forgot that in the DR, they don't change the time, so it was 12 something at night. So I called my guy, and he said, What the hell do you want this time? What do you want? Easy, you know. Yes, be easy. But no, for real. Every time that you call is for something out of this world. What you want? Well, okay, I just happened this. He told me, okay, man, you don't. I was sleeping, you know. You don't. I said, yes. I made a cigar and smoke it. It's awesome. Look, the guy called me disgrace to the cigar industry. He called me. Well, I believe that my grandma, my grandpa, my grandpa, all of them, they came alive just to listen to this guy calling names on me. 2 hours later, I said, okay, you know, feeling my cigar. I was happy, and from going to I was like, I went to bed. Ring. Oscar is calling me. I said, hey, buddy, what's going on? You're supposed to go work in 2 hours. I said, I'm not really working. I said, what do you mean working? Are you at the factory? Yeah. Why? I couldn't sleep. Why not? I was thinking about what you were talking about. I've been doing this for 40-something years, and you're the only... he called me idiot again. To me, you are the only idiot.
Idiota.
And idiota. He thinks about this. You cannot put expensive thing in the inside. That's a no. What's wrong with you? I said, so what are you doing? I make one. And what are you doing? I'm smoking. He told me, what happens? He told me, you a fucking genius. I said, okay. Let's do this. I am an idiot, a disgrace, and number one seller. I said, what the hell is going on? So it was no mistake. Well, mistake was my bacon one, but there was no mistake. It was just, that's what I had to work.
Right.
You know, it's like I compare this, you go to a third country, you know, and your ink can die, and you need a new serpentine bell. They would pick up the bell from the pens and make us a serpentine bell and make it work. So more or less, that's what I did. I have 5 leaves all the way around. So inside out, there you go.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
Great story. Great smoke.
A great accident.
Thank you. A idiot genius comes up with such a thing.
I think the great part of that is that you mimicked the cigar with the label and put the label inside out.
Inside out. Yes. It has to do everything inside out.
Exactly. Yep. So it's just a white label unless you flip it around to see the actual label.
It's a little weird, but that's what kind of inside label looks like.
Yep.
It's pretty cool, folks. Pretty cool. All right. Thanks for that little story there. Let's get to the smoke. Yep. Huge.
Beautiful. Time to play smoke. And by our friend David Blanco of Blanco Cigars. So before we start, I always like to introduce my mascot, because without him, there is no Smoke the Chooch. As you can tell, that is the Chooch.
Smoke the
Buddha, Chooch, Lazino. There's a lot of terms for it, but basically, the Chooches are the people that are wearing the black shirts tonight. The 4 Chooches. Now, Doug, Ish, I want you to make sure that you can answer any of the questions that I have until we go to the audience. Bob, I always have to remind him, and I put him on mute. He answers the audience question, then I'm all screwed up.
So, backup, Frank, make sure you got a backup.
I always have a backup. I have to. I've learned that. I
made one mistake. Jeez.
Well, never let me forget about it.
Look, I have my cousin already. Google ready.
Hey, Primo. How are you, Primo?
Okay. He's ready. He can answer my question, too. So my first question on this date in history, because I love history, on this date in history, it's very important, Bob. I hope you understand that. You know?
Go ahead.
All right. This was the first person to orbit the Earth for 1 hour and 40 minutes. Who was this person? In 1961,
the Russian.
Well, the Russian is not a good answer, Ron.
Well, I can't pronounce the Russian
name. Yuri Gagarin. Yes.
Oh, okay.
And do you know that to this day?
No, John Glenn. No.
No, John Glenn.
No,
Earthling, you're wrong.
Right. You know that they celebrate every year Cosmonauts Day on this date every year in Russia. Yeah.
Okay. That's it.
All right.
Nice.
They beat us. They beat us.
What I won.
You didn't win. You win your vet bills. Okay, and now I'm going to go back a few more years. 1861.
Oh, Bob's the year that he's born. Yeah.
What started the Civil War? What attack?
Fort Sumter. Sumter.
I think Summon was a little off, Ron, but
I made up for it.
You
Yes.
did. Fort Sumter.
Yes, sir.
You should get that because you do those role play reenactments. You better know that.
That was the Yankee. Yes, we took the Confederates that day.
Where's the red coat?
Okay. This goes back to 1981. 1981. So this was 20 years after the first man did that little hour and 40 trip around the Earth. What was the first space shuttle? And it was launched on this date in history. Imagine that. It's pretty cool that it was launched the same day.
The Enterprise?
The Enterprise. I think he's been watching.
Yes.
Do you understand that Enterprise different cost and shit, right?
Doug, I need to hear from you. You know this one.
Discovery.
Oh, it wasn't Discovery. It was Columbia.
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 Bruce Stark had that one.
Bruce, he actually. Oh no. Okay.
Good for you.
Yeah, Bruce did it. Bruce did it. So they go. Yeah, Columbia.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Ismael gave us a clue here. This happened. Imagine this. It happened on this date in history. This person actually created a vaccine for polio. Who was it?
Oh,
Louis Pasteur.
there you go.
I know, and Louis Pasteur created the pasteurization process.
Oh, he was the one that did the polio. No,
No, polio is someone else. Jonas Salk.
Yeah.
Salk.
Kathy had that one.
Just be sure you don't get me on your team.
Bruce have it too. Salk, yeah. And Barry have it too before. Yeah.
A whole bunch of people jumped on that one. Yeah.
Okay, one more for you guys, and then
the crowd gets it.
And the crowd. Okay. This is a good one. Okay, in 2016, on this date in history, there was a lawsuit for copyright infringement that was bought by Michael Skidmore, a trustee for the late Spirit guitarist Randy Wolf. What lawsuit against what band for this copyright? What song? Major band.
Stairway to Heaven, Led Zeppelin.
Yes, look at Ronnie. Stairway to Heaven. Ronnie, 2 of them.
Wow.
Ron, you're on a roll.
Damn.
Oh,
Quit while you're ahead.
That's it. I'm done.
That's it.
Well,
Give it away. Give it to the crowd.
To the crowd.
I'm drinking to myself.
Hey, the guys at North are kicking your asses today in front.
I can get the ass to everybody. Yes.
Cheers.
Salud. Salud. All right, everybody, get ready for smoke.
for the audience now.
This is for the audience, the big money.
And
the
show,
big money.
show again. Show the
I'm going to get the box right here.
It is a present from Doug, and it's a beautiful box, and it's a box of 10 and the coin.
The coin.
Look at that, and a coin.
And the coin.
Yeah.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you for this.
But remember, those cigars are Robusto 5x50.
Yes.
If you look like it's Boss Press is because of the weight of that coin. That coin is heavy.
It is.
Boss Press.
Shipping is extra on that one.
All right, Kyle, are you ready for my music? All right, here we go. I'll give you a little visual cue here to help along. Okay. On this date in history, what band filed a suit against Napster, Yale University, the University of Southern Cal, and Indiana University for copyright infringement?
Too easy. Too easy.
Hey, I don't see anybody. Wait a minute. Who's Eduardo?
Eduardo already?
Could that be the right answer? No, it's not the right answer. Let me double check.
It's Metallica, yeah?
Oh, Eduardo.
Eduardo is absolutely correct.
Look at that. Oh, guys. He says,
and
please, let me say, Eduardo.
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 You like that?
Eduardo is the winner of the Chooch tonight.
Tell you what, it's up to you. But if you want to give away one more box, if you've got another question.
Oh,
You can't
give him one that nobody will get.
I'm gonna let Bob give us the question because he came to me with this question, and he said, "No, you say it because you know it.
You do it. I know the answer.
I know you know the answer.
You do it.
But husband and wife fighting over there.
Listen,
Eduardo, PM us if you're on Facebook. PM us your address so we can get it down to Doug and send it to you.
Or you can send it via YouTube in a comment, wherever you'd like. If you don't want to give away your address that way, because we do have stalkers at times on the show, you may not want to. But
yeah, do his private message.
Yeah,
or you can email us at greatlakesmokeshow@aol.com. We'll get it and we'll get it to Doug.
And if you don't send it to AOL.com. Send it to greatlakesmokeshow@gmail.com. Ronnie has 75,000 unopened emails.
He doesn't
not on that
one. So, folks,
we're trying to get off the ancient technology. Again, let the kids do the tech part of the program.
Sorry, Eduardo.
I guarantee you nobody on this panel has a Ymail account.
Mail account instead, right?
All right.
Yes,
here's the question.
This is a good one.
This is a good one because Bob told me it, and I couldn't believe it, but I had to fact check.
Oh, you had something good for once.
check.
Okay.
Good one.
I had to fact check. What part of the chicken determines the color of the egg? What part of the chicken determines the color of the egg?
No, it's not the asshole.
No, it's not the breast. It's not the ovaries. It's a good job. No, good try. No, it's not the beak. Good try. Ear. Oh, Joey wants the ear. I'm going to say, Joey Blanco, you are correct. It's the earlobe.
Joey Blanco.
Joey Blanco.
Say the chicken lips, but
Did anyone know earlobe? I mean,
who had it first? Hold on. We'll have to hold on. We got a review. We are hearing there's
It's Joey Bianco.
Oh, yeah.
Joey Bianco.
Hold on.
He misspelled it, though. It was Iara, and that is a misspelling. So Joey actually spelled
Joey
it.
is the winner, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Bruce.
Irara, it's not work.
Irara.
Hey, Bruce, it was a good try.
Well, guys,
right here.
What are we
The
looking
leg.
at? We're
Like
looking at the
Teresa, the leg.
Just do another question. I'm not gonna give a box.
We
I'm
have
gonna give
here
just one
first
cigar.
from Joey.
Just one cigar, okay?
One
Just
cigar.
one cigar.
Oh my God! Is that another prize? You want to give that away?
Absolutely. That's a more.
All right, we'll go for a
Oh.
third
Oh,
one.
no.
So Joey, Eduardo can.
Wow, this
Hey,
is
hey,
Here
I have to say, it
You gotta
doesn't come with
pull
batteries.
one out of
though.
the hat on this one, boy.
Batteries
One
are
is
so
called the
separate.
Cheech and Chong.
Okay. Here we go,
Right,
folks.
right here.
all right.
We're looking.
I'm
Frank,
looking. I'm getting a good one because I don't want to give you guys.
Well, you don't want to give that one away. Come on.
Okay, here we go. On this date in history in 1966.
I was born. I won.
Good night, everybody. I hope everybody had a great time.
That underwear from 1966.
Okay, on this date, it's 1966. There was a major storm at sea that took 8 lives when this cruise ship was battered by 45-foot waves during a severe North Atlantic storm. What was the name of that cruise ship?
Oh,
bad luck.
Look at me, huh? Pulling one rabbit.
Michael said to
Nice.
Michelangelo.
Michael, who is Michael? Michael who?
He just said it. He said Michael. Bruce said to Michelangelo.
Look at Bruce. Bruce knows his shit.
boy, Bruce.
Bruce is a Michael.
Guy. I mean, shippy guy.
Bruce needs to be denied.
Boy, oh boy, Bruce was big drunk.
I would love to be a little fly in Bruce. Probably the wife, the daughter, the son, the grandson,
Bruce
whatever.
got everything. Everything is right next to him. Congratulations.
Working at the same time.
Bruce works at NASA,
The
so
Ti-
he's
I
got
like-
everything there.
I like this answer. The Titanic.
All right, Peter.
Well, if you look at it,
1919. I don't know. One of those days.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Look at that cigar, Bruce. Now we're gonna want to see you smoke that. Actually,
Yeah, absolutely.
We
Yeah.
want a picture of that. All you guys who won, please send us a picture. We want to post it on our page.
Yes.
When you arrive, when the gifts arrive.
Absolutely.
To you.
Actually, that-
And thank God
that-
you don't have to worry about Ronnie trying to mail it. So you're gonna get it sooner than a
Right,
year.
then Ronnie's sending it. 'Cause Ronnie, he goes to the mailbox
Once a
every
year.
Once a month.
Yeah, the last thing I'll do is ship my cigars to Ronnie and hope they get there.
No, they'll
No,
never.
So, yes.
Thanks, Doug.
So Eduardo, Joey Bianco, and Bruce PM us, and then we're gonna get those out to Doug and Ish, and we'll get those out to you. You have won tonight. Thank you
That's right.
so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys.
Oh my goodness, what a great show! As always, Ish, it's always a pleasure to see you.
Yes.
Thank
To
you
hear
for having
from
me.
you.
It's always nice.
I mean, again, your kindness, generosity are really unparalleled.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what to say other than thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Stand by, guys.
And Ismael, I'll talk to you shortly about the BCA. Everybody, they're
Absolutely.
still available. August 12th, 13th in Martinsville, Indiana. We're going to basically smoke at the creek. It's going to be boutique cigars all over the place. It's a wonderful place to hang out with. They also have the Holiday Inn Express. That's the whole hotel will be full of manufacturers and brand owners, and it's going to be a lot of fun at night. We're all hanging out, and it's a great experience to the boutique cigar industry. So please,
I can't wait till Ish email or mails that out to Bruce, because it's going to come in a long cylindrical tube to him.
But again, Kyle, like I said, it doesn't go with batteries.
No batteries included, Bruce.
The postal worker's going to be confused. Like,
There we go. We did it for you. Again, guys, thank you
Thank you so
much.
much for being on, guys.
Thank you for the prizes. Awesome. We can't thank you guys enough. It was really a special night. And I know it's late out in Florida, so Ismael, you need to get some sleep and have another dream of another cigar.
Yes.
And Doug,
I will make one before I go to bed.
That's right.
He's got to come up with the TKO.
He has to come up with the TKO,
TKO, yes.
a Greek leaf for the Kojak.
The Greek leaf, and he can have like a fig. He can have a fig leaf covering. Hey, Doug, you can leaf.
Doug is there in a fig leaf covering his little.
There you go.
You don't
Covering his juice.
I think it's something. If
salty leaf.
economy,
Yes, a
the
salty leaf.
TKO, it will be, like a per se another brands, like a Viaje, where it comes with the jalapeno, the Scotch bonnets, whatever. My wife is from Trinidad. I'm from Spain. It's gonna be kind of a spicy, kind of like a.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's got to give you.
I like that one. Yeah.
No, I don't do this. Not these Italians.
Everybody. We'll talk to you next week. Keep them like everybody. Light them up. Enjoy your week. Till next one. Have a great one, everybody.
Thank you,
Good night, everybody.
Hello.
Thank you.
Many of the cigar brands that we make, they're antique, historic cigar brands. They've been made on and off for about 100 years.
When you're smoking Toscano, you're smoking 206 years of history.
The Italians are here.
We're some reason we find a lot of Italians on this show.
Listen, I'm a Jersey guy.
Hey,
so,
we won't hold that against you.
We invented this we want to give people the opportunity to smoke the cigar at the optimal level.
The Chooch cigar.
Can you believe it?
The Blanco 9 Chooch.
¿Cómo va? ¿Está bien o
¿Qué dice? ¿Cómo está?
Finally, I can answer the question. Anything new?
Yeah.
And we have some cool new stuff from Oliva.
This is a passion for me. It's not a job.
Your love and passion for this is,
I love it.
unbelievable.
That's why we can make pipes out of this variety of corn.
11 years ago, I went back. I bought the rights to everything La Polina.
Sure, it's family.
And restarted the brand again as a tribute to my grandfather.
It's nice because you get to see a lot of your friends. You got to remember, I've been doing this for 30 years, so a lot of these people are like family.
Build a platform where we could celebrate boutique cigars.
Leave Starlight House blend for one store in Pennsylvania.
Wow.
Join forces of pipe tobacco and
superheroes.
I always look forward to the Super Bowl events, and I always looked at the trade show as just one of those things.
We're not just selling cigars. We try to live our lives, and we use this as a means to share our stories and to really create community.
Hold on, man. Wow. Now you got me.
Tell my brothers to line them up. We'll drink that whiskey from those old dirty cups. We'll toast to the present, the future, and the past. This ain't my first drink, but it ain't my last. 'Cause this world is so beautiful. I see its love come shining through. This world is so beautiful. I see its love come shining.